Hi everybody, it's Friday the 27th of July. This month is almost over. I wanted to stop by and give you guys a couple of updates on that situation that I told you about the other day with my son. Two things happened yesterday while I was gone. My husband went down to Family Dollar, and the other boy that was with my son, his dad works there. And, I had quite a long conversation with my oldest son the day before that. And I'm assured that he probably passed on some of the information that I had given him. And he was very supportive, and he told my husband that he didn't understand everything that had happened, and he didn't have time to talk about it right then too much because he was at work. But that he, supported my husband's decision to call the police or the sheriff's office because, he didn't know what part of an involvement his son had, but he didn't want him to get away with any of it. And he asked my husband, well, did he get, did he make anything out of it? And my husband said, oh yeah, they went and bought snacks and chewing tobacco and cokes and all kinds of stuff. And he said, well, you go ahead and you do what you got to do. So that's one good thing. Have the family support on the other side, supporting us in, disciplining these kids. I melted a candle over, so I'm piddling with that. The second thing that happened was he also saw my son. And my son came up to him and asked him if he had left something here or something. And my husband said, I don't know, I haven't seen it, whatever it was. Then he asked where I was, and he told him where I was, and then he apologized to my husband, and he said that he felt really bad, and he knew that he was wrong. He's definitely covering for his friend. He said, it's all I did, every bit of it. I'm the one responsible, and I'm going to take, the responsibility for it. And he said, and I am working a couple little side jobs, and I'm gonna, bring you some money. And so my husband said, well, I appreciate that, and, we'll see you when we see you. The other thing that I heard was that he went by a friend of mine's house to eat, and he said he hadn't eaten anything in about 3 days. So, of course I have that struggle. What do you do? When you have a child that is continually getting himself, part of life is learning to be able to get along with people and to make compromises and to sometimes suck things down even though you don't want to, My husband is an older man. He is an old-fashioned person, and he believes that kids are supposed to do certain things, and that's the way it should be, especially boys. And and it's very little to ask in return for, living in a pretty nice big house, having your own room, having cable TV, having a refrigerator full of food and Cokes all the time. We have to ration the Cokes on him, and he gets mad at that, and if that doesn't keep you behaving, I don't know what does, I think kids just at some point get to an age, even though the way the economy is and whatnot, it's hard for kids to be out on their own, but on the other hand, they don't want the restrictions of living at home, and I can understand it to some point, because at some point you feel like I'm a certain age and I should be able to run my own life, but on the other hand, someone else is paying all your bills and doing everything for you. Well, not even paying any bills, he doesn't have any bills, it's just sustaining him, and honestly, I don't have that big of a problem with it as much as he does around here. I think that my husband should give him money because he does work very hard when he's here. But on the other hand, I got to put a prop because my shoulder's hurting today. I had to unload a bunch of boxes for somebody this morning from the food bank, and I hurt myself. Anyway, so I got a little lump in my throat. So that's two good developments for the day, or for the week. One showing some remorse and the other one giving some support. So it's not as horrible as it, it seemed in the beginning, but you never know how things are going to change either, you know. I saw one of my son's friends in the store today, and she gave me the evil eye like I was, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West. So, but I don't really give a damn. You know, I don't care what the kids think. It's when they go around telling adults crazy things that it drives me nuts. You know, it's like, really, you don't have to add to the story. It's you know, ugly enough as it is. You don't have to complicate it. Make it uglier. So anyway, got home. It was raining when I got home, and my husband was gone. He had gone to the camp meeting. He got all his chores done early yesterday and went to the camp meeting. Came home. A little bit of a mess, not too bad. Left me a few dishes. Kind of picked up the living room, you know. Did make his bed. So, you know, it wasn't too bad coming home. Glad to see my animals. Very glad to see my animals. And they were very glad to see me, too. And, you know, everybody survived my absence, so I guess that's good. So, that's about the size of it. Short one, sweet. That's about it. And got to get out and cut some weeds. They must have grown 2 feet while I was gone, but so did everything else. So I want to show you so much. And I've got about 10 little projects that I'm going to do in the garden tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. And I'm going to take it from the wasteland that it looks like it is right now, put in some more plants because I've got a few empty tires, and do some cute little garden crafts or something. I've got some birdhouses out there. I want to show you the potting shed, which I made out of the outhouse and stuff like that. So I'm going to be posting those regularly in small little tidbits, and I'll try to label them whatever project it is. So anyway, be blessed. I love you all, and thank you very much for all the support, the well wishes, the prayers, because God knows I need them. Oh my gosh, there's a hole in my brand new lampshade. What? Peace. Love you. Bye.